is Ben, Liam and Belle on Nova.
Sinner, lasagna dinner. He has taken out the AO. And Sabalenka as well. Geez, big weekend. Did you see her little dance when she won?
No.
Pretty cool. She was like holding the trophy and just doing this like cool little dance, strutting back down the halls.
I stayed up till 10 last night though watching.
Why?
Well, because it was one
So
of those
late.
games. Yeah, but it was one of the games where it was like, oh, well, now he might come back, so I'll just watch the next set. Oh, okay, no, now it might just finish
That's
now.
a dangerous
if it's a
game
three-setter.
with the tennis because you could end up like going through to pretty
Totally.
much now.
No,
Just being
I
like, I didn't get to go to sleep last night.
No, I gave myself a cut-off and I said 10 p.m. And
So hang on. So you not only missed your bedtime, you didn't see the end of the game.
well, then because that was the point where Sinner got his first set.
Yeah.
So then I was like, well, now it'll keep going for a bit, so I'll
I get
I'll
where
cut it.
bed's coming from. It does feel like a worst of both worlds situation. Like it's like
Yeah.
you missed out on both things. You sort of stabbed the
Bedtime
diff.
and the ending of the game.
A little slice of it. It's
I
enough.
feel like you got the worst of both worlds.
Well,
Okay.
anyway, this morning's show is going to be absolutely huge. Not only are we putting every caller in the drawer for our corporate box for Taylor Swift, but today is the day. Today is the day that someone is winning that holiday to the Arctic. We are genuinely sending some of our listeners to the other side of the world. It's going to be one of the craziest prizes we've ever given away.
And we've got Grant Denyer.
Yeah,
Oh,
I,
yeah, and
I thought you were talking about Grant
Oh,
Denyer.
yeah. I did
and,
too.
And Denya's in, and
Yeah.
Grant Daniel here.
Today is the day. He's finally here. Grant Denyer, going to be on the show at 7 a.m. this morning. Big weekend of tennis. On Saturday night, we had Sabalenka winning.
Sabalenka defends the title, and she doesn't just won back-to-back Australian Open. She has done it without dropping a single set.
That was my first time watching her play an entire game. She's a beast.
Oh, yeah.
And then, I mean, I think the real shock, I mean, no one had Sinner as a winner at the start of the Oz Open, but after beating Djokovic in a semi, I mean, you sort of deserve to go the whole hog, I think.
Sinner seals the deal with an epic comeback, and he is the Australian Open champion.
Seems like a miss that they didn't say Sinner's the winner,
Yeah.
chicken dinner.
Yeah, chicken dinner.
I feel like that's a missed opportunity.
Yeah.
It was an incredible game because, at the start he was 2 sets down to Medvedev. And like you said, Liam, no one would pick him to win. He's 22 years old. But people are saying, oh, well, because Novak was a bit sick, that's why he lost and Sinner
Then
won.
again-
And then Medvedev's so exhausted because he played like more sets than ever.
What I don't get, though, is everyone's like, yeah, Sinner, no one saw it coming. He's number 4 in the world.
Yeah, and
it's very
not-
good.
It's not crazy.
He wasn't like the 55th seed.
It's not like he won a golden ticket to come and
Yeah.
have a crack with
Yeah,
the pros.
he's fourth in the world.
Yes.
It's cool, though, thinking he's so young. There was a few big names out in the crowd as well. I mean, Eric Banner was watching the tennis. You had the PM. He got booed when he
John
was announced.
Edgerton.
Yeah, so this was actually when they brought Albo out. Things got pretty awkward.
The Australian Prime Minister, the Honourable Anthony Albanese. The Deputy Victorian Premier, the Honourable Ben Carroll.
It's just, I know it happens because it just happens to every PM, right? I was at a footy game once and Malcolm Turnbull was there and it was like the entire stadium was just booing the hell out of him. But I just think whatever you do, people are just like, oh,
Yeah.
politician.
The only thing that makes it okay for me is obviously they're all booing him. People can do whatever they want to do. And then they go Ben Carroll and people are still booing. If they started cheering when they said Ben Carroll...
But still, I reckon Anthony's in bed going, don't you think? Like, no matter who you are, like, if you get booed by a crowd of people, it's like, come on, man. Like, that's uncalled for.
Doesn't matter how comfy the bed is
Yeah.
in Kirribilli, you can still feel pain.
That's it. That is it.
We have reached out. He is willing to jump on to talk about it, and we're going to ask him how he felt about it all next.
I'm honestly so keen to get his thoughts on the whole thing.
We said we were going to be joined by Anthony Albanese, our Prime Minister. He's yet to call.
Yeah, he said he'd call at 7:30,
7:30,
and it's 7:31.
And this is the power play they have over us where we go, we'll call you. And they go, no.
Well,
no.
the thing
we'll call
is,
you.
with the PM, you don't really have their number to just call them, so that's why they
Yeah.
call you.
Look, I'm going to give it till 7:32. and then I'm voting Liberal next time.
Way ahead of you, mate. My worry is that we go to a song, right?
And then he calls in.
Here we go. He's calling. He's calling.
It's all good. There we go.
All right, we'll let the producers chat to him for a second. For context, the reason we're getting him on is because this is what happened at the tennis last night.
The Australian Prime Minister, the Honourable Anthony Albanese. The Deputy Victorian Premier.
So it wasn't the warm welcome you think you get.
It's a kick in the shins. Albo joins us now. Do you have thick skin, Anthony, or does that still sort of get to you? I mean, a crowd of people booing, you know?
Oh, no, it's an Australian tradition.
You're saying that like you've booed other prime ministers at the footy and that sort of stuff.
No, but I've been at a lot of sporting events in the past.
It is true. I mean, it does. Yeah, I suppose if you can go, well, it's not necessarily a personal thing. Like I saw Turnbull cop like 100,000 once at the MCG, and that was pretty brutal.
Albo, maybe it's because obviously at the tennis, for me, when I think tennis, I think a lot of rich people go to the tennis. Maybe it's because of those stage 3 tax cuts.
Well, everyone at the tennis who's the taxpayer last night will get a tax cut. It's true that high-income earners will get $4,500. They were going to get more than that, but that is so that every taxpayer can get a tax cut, and people on average incomes will get double. So that's a good thing. We know that low and middle income earners are really under financial pressure. They've been the ones who have found the inflationary pressures in the economy more difficult, and that's why we have a responsibility to act to assist every taxpayer, not just some.
Now, Albo, also, I'm super jealous of you and where you were sitting. You got to sit with Eric Banner.
Ooh.
What was he like? What did you talk about?
I did. He's a lovely fella. I've met him a couple of times before. He's very interested in tennis. He plays tennis every week, and we had a chat about his new show, the follow-up to The Dry.
Yeah, the Dry too. Yep. He got a bit of promo in there as well, yeah.
I did. There you go. I'm supporting Australian drama and Australian actors, absolutely.
Anthony, I'm curious, have you seen him in Chopper? Have you watched Chopper?
I have watched Chopper, but I remember him from when he was a comedian.
Like Poida, the old school stuff.
A long time ago, and we had a chat about his time in stand-up as well, including playing at a joint in Canberra called the Private Bin. That was a pretty rough place.
It sounds rough. I'm not going to argue with you on that one.
Back in the day, but he's a great Australian talent and an icon.
Is there sort of like etiquette, Albo? Like when you become the PM, you obviously, you meet some cool people, you sit in some cool spots. Are you like allowed to ask people for an autograph or a selfie, or is it sort of frowned upon? Like I'm literally sitting next to the Hulk and I can't get a photo with him right now.
No, I don't do the autographs, but I have done the odd selfie. And last night there were a few. There was Eric Banner and Simon Burke was there as well, and we had a chat about to give another plug the fantastic show that he's in at the moment, and it's really good to be able to engage with people who are so they're famous for different reasons. They're great talents, and it was good to have a chat last night. But the tennis encore was awesome. And it was good.
Beautiful game.
As someone called Albanese, it was very good to see the Italian win.
Yes.
You're swapping sides already on us. If one Italian wins the AO.
All right, Albo, we'll let you go, mate. Thanks for joining us.
The first Italian to have a win ever.
Oh, was it?
I did not know
there
that.
you go.
Yeah.
Drop a little fact on us before you go on Nova.
Geez, been a big year. Hey, maybe this is your first time listening in for the year. Maybe you're one of those people that sort of took the holidays after Christmas and you've been enjoying the sun. You've been missing out because over the last couple of weeks I've been doing a little song every single morning. I sort of made a promise to Ben and Belle and to you, Melbourne, that I would provide a little song.
Yep, and the parameters around a little song can't go for longer than 30 seconds.
Yeah, it just has to be little, just a little song.
Yeah.
And Belle, I know you're not sort of wild on it, but I think Ben is, and here we are, week 3 already.
Belle doesn't understand it.
She thinks this bit doesn't have legs. And she's looking for reasons, but there are no reasons for this segment to ever end. Tell me why, little song on Monday. Tell me why, it rhymes with Monday. Tell me why, only wrote this today. Another week of little songs.
Very in my range, that one. Very in my range.
I love a bit of Boomtown Rats.
It was literally about nothing.
Well,
It was.
You couldn't even rhyme Monday with Sunday. You said
I don't
Monday rhymes with
But Belle,
Monday.
if you listen, I don't know if you listen to the words, but he's singing a little song about the fact that it's a Monday.
yeah. And I just checked, and it's not Tuesday, it's Monday, so it all
So
sort of
it fits.
fits for me.
Wow.
Also, I'm liking the theme that they end with an explosion for no real reason.
Yeah, I'm glad you picked up on that. Well, it is a fun way to abruptly end a song. Like, you don't need
Blow
like
it up.
the chord progression doesn't need to like slowly just boom
Yep.
done.
It's 6:10. Hallelujah, it's 6:10.
Megan from Doreen, how was your weekend, mate?
Yeah, it was good. It was really good. Just chilling at home, enjoying the nice weather, reading a book.
Oh, what you reading?
I'm reading a book called Dealette We Cannot See. It's,
I've heard
it's
of that
got a
one.
Netflix series at the moment,
Yeah.
so I thought I'd read the book before I watched it.
Oh, good on you, Megan.
Nice. All right.
Yeah.
Well, look, you seem like a big brain type of person. I mean, you're into your literature. You should find this quiz super duper easy. 5 questions in front of you. Italian 22-year-old Yannick Sinner won the Oz Open overnight. Can you name one of the 7 deadly sins?
Gluttony?
Gluttony, yep.
And
yep.
a funny one to choose.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Sloth is also pretty funny, actually.
Sloth. I don't think, is that being lazy?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
You've seen the film Seven, Megan?
No, I haven't.
Oh my God! Do yourself a favor. What's in the box? Yeah, it's a cracker.
What's in the box?
What's in the box? Have you seen it, Bill?
Nah. Is that what it's
You
about?
not
You haven't seen
Seven.
Seven.
No.
Dude, Seven
It seems
is
like a dude
such
movie.
Belle.
It's just a dude
not.
movie.
Belle, Liam and I know you pretty well. You would love Seven.
Do you think
It's
so?
a really good
Just
movie.
about it's about 7 murders, and they all relate to the deadly sins.
Oh.
And then it all
Is it like Brad
culminates-
Pitt or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not just don't like him.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
What's in the box? Anyway,
Who says that one?
Brad Pitt.
Oh, right.
You wait till you find out what's in the box, man. It's gonna blow your mind. Watch it and tell us what you thought tomorrow. Okay, climate activists threw soup on the Mona Lisa overnight. What city is the Mona Lisa in, Megan?
Paris?
It is.
At Paris or Rome, I'll take your first answer.
Yes.
I was like, one of those.
Yeah, at the Louvre.
I thought you said Paris in the Louvre, but yeah, okay.
Parents in New Zealand got told they were not allowed to call their kid Fanny. What does Fanny mean in America?
Ooh. Sammy, like S-A-M-M-Y.
Yeah, so if you get
Fanny.
thrown out on your fanny,
Uh,
what's your fanny?
Why
Like
is this the hard one?
wait, did you say Sammy or Fanny?
Fanny,
no.
like your
F-
fanny.
F for Fred,
Oh,
A,
like-
N for Nelly, N, Y.
Yeah.
Like a women's part?
Not. That's what it is here.
Yeah.
And in
Yes.
Britain,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. Brianna from Backsmash, do you know what a fanny is in America? Not here.
Yeah, it's a bottom.
Yeah. It is. Yeah. And that's when the nanny gets thrown out in her fanny.
Yeah.
It confuses
Fran
Australian
Drescher.
audiences for sure. Okay. The NFL semi-finals are on this morning, and Taylor Swift is expected to go to watch her boyfriend play at Standard. What's his name?
Travis Kelce.
Yes. Last question here. The West Indies have beaten the Aussies in the Test match cricket yesterday. Can you finish these lyrics?
I don't like cricket. No.
I love it.
Yeah. Tune. Yeah, Brianna, you're in the draw to go see Travis Kelce's girlfriend, Taylor Swift, in our corporate box. Okay. So we could be calling you at 8 o'clock on Monday. So make sure you stay by your phone. You also get to pick the next song we play. So would you like to hear some Offspring this morning?
Why not?
Okay, so that's your first choice, The Offspring, or
Do you want to jump on the train this morning, Brianna?
Tell me, did the wind sweep you off your feet?
Two good choices.
Two very Caucasian choices, I would say.
Yeah, I've got to go with the offspring. Get everyone up and about for a Monday.
Yes.
And all the girlies say I'm pretty fly for a white guy.
Good morning. You are here with Ben, Liam, and Belle. I'm speaking right now. Ben, I'm the one with a 5.5-month-old son, Freddie. And we've started giving him his solids recently. Like It's kind of a fun thing we do on a weekend or even on the weeknight, really. When we have tea,
Sounds fun.
it is fun because we give him a new food and you're literally seeing him taste this thing for the very first time. And we did some pumpkin, did some avocado, did a slice of cucumber. Last night, gave him his first lamb chop.
Oh, beautiful. Yum, yum.
Sam Kekovich would be proud.
Could have just kept him veggie.
He loved it.
I bet he did.
I was like a proud father. I was like, look at him eat that lamb chop.
Yeah, I saw the photo of him having the broccoli. It doesn't look like a broccoli boy.
Yeah,
His face said,
yeah. He hated the broccoli, loved the lamb chop.
So how? Because he wouldn't have like teeth yet, right?
Yeah, so he doesn't actually
So
eat it.
He just sort of like sucks on it.
He just sucks on it, yeah.
Yeah, I
Sucks
sometimes.
all the juice
I
out.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
it sucks the meat juice out of it.
Yeah,
like
wicked.
gnaws on it. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Little lamb lover.
Yeah, little lamb boy.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah. Well, are you just going to keep feeding him meat now?
I'll give him meat as well as other things. You can make a suggestion, but what should I give him?
In terms of meat or not meat?
No, just in terms of whatever. I'll report
Just
back
some
and let you
nice
know.
vegetables.
That's
Maybe
all.
he
That's,
said he
that's,
went through a
that's
big
the
list
other-
of
Some
vegetables.
potato. It's kind of like it's harder than pumpkin.
Yeah. What
you
like
should
a
do-
Nice...
We haven't done potato
Give
yet.
him some
potato would be nice.
more lamb, but put tzatziki on it this time. And like, give him a gyros. Give him a little like, kebab.
That'd be his first time having a yogurt.
Yeah, I know.
Garlic.
Flavor explosion.
Have
The
you
kid's
had
not going to know this, and mine's going to absolutely explode.
Yeah, true.
Your first kebab, you'll never forget that.
All right, I'll report back how that goes. If you just tuned in, we were joined by Anthony Albanese, the PM, after at the AO last night. He was fiercely booed, and we asked him how that felt.
Yeah.
It's up in the Ben Liam and Belle podcast if you want to hear his answer.
Did anyone catch as well? He was referring to Simon Baker, but I think he called him Simon Burke.
Yes, and then he was trying to plug his new movie,
I think,
but he forgot what it was called.
Yeah, that's what happened there. But that's it. I'm glad we didn't pull him up. After the booing stuff, I would have felt bad being like, you mean Baker?
Yeah, that would have been mean.
We've all
also-
seen The Mentalist, mate.
Speaking of the Australian Open, though, they're in the news this morning. They're talking about removing lets from the game to try and shorten it because they think it runs too long.
As someone who, I'm a sort of fringe tennis person, like this is I've just finished the 2-week period of enjoying tennis. I'll go into hibernation until, January next year. But sometimes you're like, is it a let? Is it even? I didn't see it. They're like, let, and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
you feel like you could just play it on there.
Yeah, but
I sort of get where they're coming from.
Even with a let, though, I find it impressive and even though they're not trying to do it, if the player serving can hit the net and then it trickles over, obviously the returning player can't return that. That was more impressive.
It's like every
they
time.
They deserve a point. It's like, well done, you've got fierce aim.
Yeah.
Hit the net every time.
Well, that's the thing. If it goes on the other side of it, even if it does hit the net,
Yeah.
if the ball goes over the other side of the net,
Yep.
that should
But
be
sometimes
allowed.
it's like they must be using a snicker meter sort of thing because sometimes it's like the smallest little nick, like
Yeah.
you'd never know.
Oh, I think I read somewhere that it's like one person is just watching the net the whole time.
So
one
they're
person
waiting for
watching
that
each line.
green fluff just to skim the top
I reckon
white
you're
bit
right.
of the
They
net.
must have a snicker meter. They got it for cricket. They got it for footy. They must have it for tennis.
Well, here's a fun stat for you. How long, if you compiled all of the lets in the Australian Open in the last 2
Oh,
weeks,
this is a good start.
how long do you think that would add up to?
Well, surely like a reserve, I don't know how many lets there are in a game, but let's say a reserve takes 10 seconds. By the time they get the ball back, they reserve.
I reckon it's the first Lord of the Rings movie. It's about
You
3
reckon it's
hours.
a couple of hours?
What's that?
3 hours.
3 hours? What do you think, Ben?
I reckon in total you'd save 60 minutes.
15 hours.
Whoa, it's
What?
all of the
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings movies.
If they
plus,
remove
plus the
that-
desolation of
You're
Smart.
telling me if they remove lets from the
It
game,
said that let calls at this month's Open alone have
Holy
held
hell.
up play for more than 15 hours.
I don't believe.
Yeah, but
I-
you think about
I
how much
don't-
it slows it down when it's like let. and
But
then
they've already
they,
got
like,
they've got a second tennis ball in their pocket. So
I
if it's a
know,
let,
but
bang,
it's
the next
sorta-
one's
it
getting
does
served.
sort of
Think
normally
about
take
all
a
the
little
games
bit
that
of
have been
time.
happening. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Are they
15
counting? Are they
hours.
fudging it? Are they counting the juniors? Do you think?
Oh.
The one- yeah.
Put the juniors in there so people think it's a good idea.
Make it sound worse so the article reads better. Yeah.
I get it though. It's 2024. Everyone's time poor. We don't have all this time to be watching tennis.
We're watching TikTok. You want a payoff within 10 seconds. You just want quick, fast-paced, boom, boom, boom.
We should be a show of the people. We should take this feedback on board and ask the question, 13, 24, 10, what should we remove from our show to speed it up? So the Australian Open's taking out lets. If you're listening to this show and you're thinking, you know what, you don't need that in there, that's just fat, give us a buzz, 13, 24, 10. What can we remove from our show to speed things up?
Can I throw one out there first?
Yeah, go for it.
Liam's little songs.
Well, they're little, they're quick, so that's a bad answer. Like if they were long songs, then I would say, I'll take that feedback on board.
I've got one.
Yep.
Belle talking about veganism.
Yeah, that's fun.
That really slows the show down.
Yeah. Sometimes we're like, oh, this thing happened. What were they eating at the time?
How did the pigs feel? You know what I mean?
Handbrake.
Big handbrake.
You know what's a handbrake? Murder.
Here we go.
We were at the point when we were going to go 13, 24, 10. Give us a call. What should we remove from the show? And then she's ripped it up.
All right, 13, 24, 10. That's our number. Give us a buzz. And when you think about the show, let us know what should we remove. If you get on air, you go on the draw to go see Taylor Swift.
Lynn in Bacchus Marsh, what should we remove from the show?
You're actually not going to like this, but it's the talking.
Yeah. Okay, Lynn. All right. So you just like
us.
Just all music
and then ads
and then music.
Pretty much no ads, just music.
Okay. No, Lynn, that's all right. Well, guess what? If we're not talking, then how are we going to call you back at 8 o'clock to let you know that you are coming to our corporate box to see Taylor Swift, potentially?
That's a good thing, Liam. Good point. Lynn, you're now in the draw to go see Taylor Swift just by getting your voice on the radio. Thank you very much. If you have got a thought, 13, 24, 10, what should we remove from the show to speed it up?
Bernadette, what should we remove from the show?
Well, I'm the opposite. I want you to remove the music and keep the talking.
Wow. Oh, okay. Well, that's very nice. Well, I mean, each their own. I don't think
then we'd be AM radio, basically.
Those stations do exist, but it's more like political chat.
I feel like that's a good time, though, to plug the podcast.
Hey.
Yeah. Bernadette, you ever listened to the podcast before?
Yes, I have.
Oh,
what about the off-air podcast?
That's like a bonus bit on top of the show.
So we do one of them like every day. It's like normally goes for like half an hour. It's a bit looser. Yeah,
it's a wild ride.
It is a wild ride, but you can check out the off-air podcast with our extended team wherever you get your podcast from.
Yeah, if you ever wanted to hear from the producers, that's where you do that.
Kirsty in Mount Evelyn, what should we remove from the show?
I reckon get rid of the news. It's always bad anyway.
Get rid of the news?
Ash Gardner in the newsroom. How do you feel about that?
I've got bad news for you, Kirsty. I've got more news coming up at 8.
Oh, no.
It's depressing. Oh, thanks, Kirsty. You're in the draw for Taylor Swift.
Brennan in Caulfield, what do you want us to get rid of?
Guys, we come for the chat, we come for the music, but we don't come for the chat about a little boy named Freddie. I reckon we get rid of that conversation.
Oh, okay.
To be fair, I don't really talk about Freddie on air that much.
We get rid of chat about Ben's son.
His brand new first son.
Yeah, he doesn't. Yeah. There's not tons of stories.
Like, do you have kids, Brennan?
I don't. No.
Yeah, checks out.
Yeah.
No,
Brennan was seething this morning when Ben was talking about his kid eating some steak. Like, not this crap again.
Brennan, thank you very much. I'll take the feedback on board. Maddie joins us now. Good morning, Maddie. What should we take out of the show to speed it up?
Ben and Liam.
Oh, okay. So it's just going to be Belle.
Just all Belle.
Okay, well then,
Maddie,
if that's how you feel,
soul.
this is how the show would sound if we went in it.
Maddie, thank you so much for your call. You're in the draw for Taylor Swift to come in our corporate box. You're on Nova 100 with just Belle here, the one and only good host of the show. Okay, well now Ben's just, see, this is the problem, Maddie. Ben controls the buttons and he can just leave me hanging. But what are you up to today, Maddie?
I'm at work.
Oh, sick. What do you do for work?
I am an accounts payable manager, so I pay bills for other people.
That's cool. That's awesome.
Yes. No, it's not.
Sick. Oh, well, can be. That sounds great. Pays the bills, hey?
Exactly.
Yep. Ben, come on. This is... All right, well, what else do we have coming up in the show, hey? What do we got coming up?
Maddie, this is what you wanted.
Maddie, that's the Belle Show, baby. You can have it tomorrow. I'll sleep in.
You could almost say our next guest is the face of Australian television. He first appeared on our screens as the weatherman on Sunrise.
You guys got Sam Mack?
No, He's the brand new host of Deal or No Deal. Please welcome Grant Daniel.
Right, always a pleasure. Good morning, my friend.
Here he is. Old mate's back. How are you?
Yeah, we're well.
It's so exciting to have an iconic TV show back on our screens. Were you as excited to find out as we were?
Yeah, hell yeah! Like it's a mega format, a huge global format. There's been as many as 80 productions of it around the world, right? So you know you're inheriting a big old beast that works, and people remember it very fondly because it was on television in Australia for about 11 odd years or so, and often it was a part of someone's growing up or afternoon rituals. So you sort of feel the pressure of taking it over and kind of leveling it up. But yeah, it's exciting tonight.
It's one of those easy ones that you can come into and you sort of everyone knows it already. There's not much heavy lifting. You sort of go, oh, what are they going to do? Is he going to take that deal? It's a pretty good deal. Should you take that? No deal. All right.
And it's I can't wait for the no deal thing to bite me in the butt too. You know what I mean? When you're ordering your half strength soy vanilla latte, and the barista goes, no deal. And you're asking your kids to clean their room, and they're like, Dad, no deal. Yeah, I can see where this is going. Great career choice, Grant.
Do you think Australians like people winning money more, or do you think they like people cooking it and saying no deal and then walking away with like less money?
It's interesting you say that. I think we're in a different time period. I think because the cost of living is so high, I don't think we're as narky as we once were, where we kind of secretly loved to see people fail. See, something like Family Feud was like that, where it was designed to trip you up and entrap you into saying something stupid. Whereas kind of now, I think the world's kind of dark and angry enough. And I think because we're now the only alternative to the news at 6 o'clock, I think kind of as darker and as scarier as our global situation gets, I think people are kind of looking for a little bit of escapism. So I think at 6 o'clock you can have Deal or No Deal on in the lounge room. If you've got kids wandering around as you're getting ready, making dinner, they're not going to see or hear anything that you don't want them to. And you just can kind of stand up and yell at the television as good people are winning good money. And, you know, being a human ATM, handing out cash is a damn good feeling. You know?
It would be. Well, what's the most amount that someone can win?
100 grand. 100 grand's our top.
Yeah,
baby.
cool. That's a good amount.
We've reduced the amount of briefcases from when it was on television when was it, 2012, the last time it was on. So we've come down from 26 to 22. That's just kind of so we can, because it was super fast. It was no chat. It was just suitcase, money, gone. So we could slow it down. There's so much drama in this. And it's really surprised me how good it is. It's kind of, you know, I've chewed all my nails off and I've ugly cried at times, and you know, I've laughed so much I nearly puked. So it's
sounds great.
It's better than I thought it was.
Well, apparently the UK version they've changed up the cases as well, and who's got the cases. Who do you have holding the cases now? Has that changed, or is it still?
It's Meghan Markle. So she's
back.
Come back.
Doing it again.
Life's full circle, guys.
Yeah,
so she's decided since she's no longer going to be a royal, I may as well go back to Deal or No Deal. So she's just holding case 19. You know, just inconspicuous number. No, we kind of ditched the Dealettes. We didn't feel that was very 2024.
It's like grid girls. We got rid of grid girls. Get rid of the Dealettes.
Exactly.
Meter maids. Don't have them anymore.
Which is really annoying because growing up, you guys know I wanted to be a grid girl and I also wanted to be a case holder. And now, you know.
I'm sure we could arrange it, Belle, if you wanted to hold a case.
No, I'd stand out like a sore
thumb.
thumb.
I do feel bad that maybe I've killed someone's potential career opportunity or entry into the industry.
Thanks for letting it out easy, Grant. Gee whiz.
So no, if you come to watch the show and say someone in your bank of the audience gets selected to play the game, that whole bank now gets to hold the cases. So the audience gets to do it,
that's good.
Which is a cool thing to do. Yep. And it's nuts in there. It's like a full on rock concert. It is wild.
I cannot wait to watch it. Deal or No Deal back tonight on Channel 10 at 6 p.m. And we thought while we had him in, we'd play a game of this.
One bar star man on your radio. I'm really, really fast. Just listen to me go.
Grant, I can pick songs within like one bar. Like you have to be really, really quick.
Yeah, you murdered that song. Just listening to it. So you might be able to pick them, but you can't sing them.
Fair enough. That's fair. That is
All
fair.
right, the way the game works is I got 5 songs. It's Liam versus Grant. You buzz in with your name. If you get it wrong, the other person can have a shot at it.
Sorry, are you telling a game show host how the rules to a game work? Is that what's happening here?
I was. And also, I've got a theme. Because Deal or No Deal's back, I've gone with a theme of money.
Okay.
Pretty simple.
I like it.
Better than briefcase songs. It's hard to get 5 of those. Yeah.
All right, here we go. Song number 1. Buzzing with your name if you think you know it.
Liam.
Great.
That's ABBA. Money.
Do you want me to explain the rules again, Grant?
He got me by a nanosecond. Just a nanosecond.
He was pretty quick. All right, here we go. Song number 2.
Grant.
Go for it.
It's I'm coming out.
No.
That's the
It's
lyrics.
got no money in it. Is that the title? Is it the right song but not
I
title?
thought it was too. Oh,
Out.
is it? Maybe it's a sample.
Yeah, maybe.
And it's a. Is it
That's
Biggie Smalls?
trickery.
Is it Biggie Smalls? Okay.
No money, no problem.
You can't start with a sample of original and then
It
it's
is a hard
completely
one.
other song.
But it's got money in it. You got to think about the money.
It's curl. Follow the money. Follow the money. That was
Clever are you
That was
not
hard.
saying your name and watching me just dig a deep hole.
Yeah. All right, you're going to need this one to stay in it. Here we go. Song number 3.
Grant. Money for nothing.
That's the way you do it.
Bit of Dire Straits.
For nothing.
Mark Knopfler.
Nice. You're going to need this one again. It is 2 to Liam, 1 to Grant. Song number 4.
Yeah.
Oh, Liam. Bitch better have my money.
It's the shoulder shimmy for me, despite
Yeah.
Look
Well,
at him
Grant,
go.
you may know how to host them, but you don't know how to play them.
Why weren't you in the Deal or No Deal commercial? Because those moves
Oh, I
are
tell you, can we just
sensual.
we haven't even touched on that yet. That looked like a high production promo. Like you were doing like a flash dance, and it was like, oh man,
It was full 80s, high camp, quality, like high kicks.
Yeah.
It was 37 degrees in a 3-piece suit.
That's awesome. That's great.
It was mega commitment to the art.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm glad you appreciate that.
I did appreciate it.
I wouldn't say it's the manliest campaign I've ever done in my life.
Make sure you chuck your TV on tonight. Deal or No Deal, back on Channel 10 at 6 p.m. Grant, thank you so much.
My pleasure. Good fun.
Ben and Belle. I was inconsolable over the weekend after Jurgen Klopp, the manager of my beloved Premier League team, Liverpool FC, announced that he was leaving.
I will leave the club at the end of the season.
I cried. I
You
cried when I
didn't.
found out.
Like actual tears?
Like actual tears.
I thought when I woke up, was it Saturday morning, and I looked at our group chat, I thought he died because of the way Liam was reacting to the messages. I honestly thought that guy had died, and I was like, oh, that sucks for Liam. Like, I know he's a big fan. And then I Googled it, and it just turns out he was leaving after
well,
8
it's
years.
just- yeah. So I mean, you got to think when he took that role.
So this is the coach.
Yeah.
The coach?
Yeah. Well, they
Captain,
call
coach.
it manager over there.
The manager of Liverpool.
Manager?
Yeah, it's just
He's the coach.
no. They have coaching staff, and their coaches are like it's just how like so you're the manager if you are.
Yep.
But here it would be like the head coach. There it's just the manager, and you could be like the striking coach or the goalkeeper coach or whatever
Wow. Of Liverpool.
of any team.
Well, no, I'm just
Yeah.
for this.
But yeah. So when he took the role, we were like 10th, right? Like we were crap for a long time, and then since then we've managed to win every trophy available. And I don't know, he's just responsible for so much like happiness in my life that I'm just like so gutted that it's over. Like what is this? What was that? You trying to play sad music? Trying to play sad music?
I was going to play some sad music, but I don't think the music seemed like the right vibe, so I faded it down.
So you half committed to it, hoping that no one would notice.
What did you type in? Sad music.
Sad music to make friend cry again.
Yeah, nah, well, I mean, it's not the end of the world. Like, it's just...
Yeah, look, I get no one died, but it's just like, I don't know, I'm just so sad that it's over. And
But you'll
just,
get
it
another
won't-
one.
It won't be the same.
But
Like
it's just another one.
We cannot replace him. He's irreplaceable.
Honestly, the amount of times I do hear you say the name Jurgen Klopp over the years is just... I'm
It's
so
such a
happy
it's
for
such
that to be
like a
done.
good human as well. It's like everyone loves him.
You look like you're about to cry again.
Yeah, I'm glad. I'm certainly
Quick, Ben,
glad.
get some sad music up.
I'm glad the music didn't really.
I just
kick
can't believe he cried. Can we do... Yeah. Can we do 13, 24, 10, stupid reason he cried? If it's your partner or your
Sarah
dad
was sort of
or...
like she was like I kept sort of she's like, are you okay? And I'm like, oh yeah, it's the Klopp thing. And she's like, oh, stop bringing it up.
Where were you crying?
just on the couch. I watched. So there was like a 23-minute video. It was like him just like explaining it, and I'm like glad he's been able to do it in his own terms. So that just got me. And then I was like just watching highlights of like all just favorite memories over the last few
You
years.
were crying on the couch.
Yeah,
Did you have plans?
And I was watching like
before
TikTok highlights of it all, and like music over it and stuff. Like, who got you? Who got you? With like Coldplay Fix You and stuff, and it just like hit me for 6. Henry's given us a buzz for Black Rock.
Henry,
were you the one who cried over something?
Not me. It was my dad. He is a big surfing fan, loves a bit of lycra. And when Lance Armstrong got done cheating, he bawled his eyes out.
And I get that, because if you live strong, you're wearing the yellow band, and like he's a hero and stuff, and then it turns out he's a big drug cheat and he's been lying to everyone the whole time.
Yeah.
Wow, I love that.
If it was in the right edit on TikTok, I'd probably cry at that too.
13 24 10, stupid reason he cried. It could be your dad, could be your partner, whatever. 13 24 10, if you give us a buzz and get on air, you go in the draw to come along and see Taylor Swift in our corporate box.
Yep, just like Henry for getting his voice on air. Congratulations. 13 24 10, stupid reason the man in your life cried.
Janine and Brighton, what did the man in your life cry over?
He cried watching Prince Philip's funeral because he'd been part of his life for his entire life. I just couldn't believe it.
I
thought you were crying as well then, Janine, but yeah.
No, but you're obviously taking the Mickey.
The Mick. Yeah, I mean, because Philip was like, he lived a very long, privileged life. I mean, he was touching 100 and had a pretty good deal, to be fair. Pretty good innings.
Are you like a royalist family, or was it just more all the pomp that came along with the ceremony really got him?
Oh, no, my partner loves the royals. He's very upset when the Queen died as well. But it's not a love shared by the rest of us.
So were you laughing at him whilst he was watching it crying?
I was.
Wow. Well, Janine, thanks for your call. 13 24 10, the stupid reason he cried. Isabel, good morning. What did he cry over?
Good morning. My boyfriend cried about being demoted on League of Legends.
Is that like an app that you play on your phone?
It's
just a game, yeah.
It's a computer game.
Yeah, right. I mean,
actually on a computer.
Yeah, so it's one of those games that rank you by skill. And he cried when he got demoted.
Yeah. So he went from like a fire mage to like a peasant or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
I get that though. Like I remember probably the last time I felt very emotional and maybe shed a tear was when I played Red Dead Redemption 2 and Arthur Morgan dies. That really got me. I was sad for a week after that.
Is that the main guy?
Yeah, he's the main cowboy.
As in the person that you play?
Yeah, he plays him the whole game, and he's kind of like, you think he's a bad dude, but then the more you play, the more you realise he's actually a good dude, but he's kind of in a bad situation. And then...
Well, I think it's one of those ones that depends how you play, because Ben played the game, and he played him like a hero, so he has this heroic death at the end, but I played like a junkyard dog for the whole game, so I died like in the mud and no one cared. That's how the game ended. Yeah.
So either way, you die anyway.
Oh, you die.
You die.
It's just like
it's more, do you die a hero, or do you die a bad dude?
Like, what's the point of
I don't know.
playing the game,
I would like to think of myself as a nice person in real life, so why would I want to be nice in the computer game? Like, if I can get away with killing people and stuff in that, why not? Taylor and Frankston joins us now. What did you cry over?
So I was at the Luke Combs concert and it was really good, and I started crying because it was emotional. And the guy, the husband of the lady next to us, started bawling his eyes out after seeing me cry.
Oh my
God. She was just standing there laughing at him.
That's like empathy on a whole other level. Like stranger cries, so you cry.
He was probably just trying to hold it in because Combs hits different sometimes. And then when you released, he thought, thank you for giving me that gift. Now I can. Pete in Vermont, what did you cry over?
Yeah, good morning, guys. So what Ben said with Red Dead Redemption 2 brought up another heartstring of mine. A couple of years ago, I cried at the end of the Walking Dead video game. That's a roller coaster of emotions.
Oh, wow. I haven't played it. What is it, like the main character dies, or what's so emotional about it?
Oh, well, it's a few years old now, but yeah, the main character gets bitten by a zombie and you have the option to leave him or, dispose of him, I guess.
Yeah, right. Yeah. And what did you choose to do?
I couldn't kill him. I had to leave.
Yeah, right.
I think that's worse, right? To let him be, I would have destroyed the brain for sure. Yeah, press X, man. Put him out of his misery. Yeah. That's why you were so upset with yourself. I couldn't do it. I couldn't bring myself to it.
That's why you feel like it's exactly the same as Red Dead before. Like, don't you just feel like you've wasted all your time?
No, it's the same as a movie because it's like you're so invested in this thing, and then it gets to the end. It doesn't matter what decision you make. It's a sad decision.
I get that. Lisa in Dalesford, what do they cry over?
My husband ordered Uber Eats, and he ordered some McDonald's, and he had like a bacon and egg McMuffin and 4 hash browns, and there were no hash browns that came,
that's
and he
devastating.
cried like an absolute baby.
Yeah,
I get that. Yeah,
That would suck.
when you're hangry as well. Yeah,
And you want those sides, and especially if you got 4. That's 4.
Especially if you're, it sounds like
They're his favourite. So.
you're obviously laughing like you are now. And he's like,
yeah. So if you get 4 hash browns on a side, you really want hash browns.
You've made a point of it. Yeah.
For none to come, that's going to be devastating.
That's actually a meal in itself. 4 hashies. You have 4 hashies in one hit. That'll do most people for sure.
Morning, Melbourne. We have had a little secret tucked away in our back pocket for the last couple of days, since last week. But it's finally here. We finally get to release the embargo and tell you what's happening here at Nova.
They won Best Live Act at the 2023 ARIA Awards. Sold out their 2023 Australian tour. And now, next to perform live in Nova's Red Room. Hi, I'm G-Flip. G-Flip, live in Nova's Red Room at iconic Melbourne venue, the ESPY. I'll be your man. Keep it on Nova and register via the Nova Player app or online at Nova FM to win your exclusive invite.
How cool is this? G at the ESPY, Feb 12. Check it out. G-Flip's new single, The Worst Person Live. Save it to your playlist now. I would go as far as to say it's Australia's second favourite song in the last 12 months.
How good's that?
I'm basing that off absolutely nothing, but I think it would be up there.
Belle, you must be dying.
I am such a huge G-Flip fan. I mean, I've been a fan of them for years now, but their latest album, Drummer, is just all time. Like, I have just been rinsing it constantly. Like you said, Worst Person Alive, their latest song, very, very up there. Some of Australia's favourite songs. G-Flip is like multi-instrumentalist, incredible live performance, as we know from their Best Live Act award at the ARIAs. I'm like, when I heard this, I just lost it.
Not many people can, like, drumming and singing at the same time well, and doing both well is
and guitar
that's
and
a
everything.
brain buster though. Like, it's like, how does that actually happen? How do you do that?
Best thing is, Nova's got them all to ourselves. So if you want to see them in our Red Room, 13-24-10, give us a buzz. We got tickets to give away. Super up-close personal show. It's an amazing prize, and we'd love to send you along. So give us a buzz, 13-24-10.
Journey to the top of the globe and win a trip to the Arctic thanks to IMAX Melbourne, Quark Expeditions and Finnair. Ben, Liam and Belle's Ice Pick for Arctic.
Yes, Ice Pick for Arctic. This is an absolutely insane prize. We are giving away your chance to go to the Arctic. Yes, that's right. Now, to explain how we're going to do this, we are going to cross to Liam and Belle, who are outside on the Nova balcony. Have you got us?
Yes, we're in what we're calling the ice zone. And right now there is a gold plug, which is in a hell of a lot of ice, Belle. I mean, how many litres do you reckon that is?
Oh gosh, maybe 10 litres?
It's like, let's say it's like 4 bricks together, but of solid ice, okay? And we have 4 wonderful listeners who we spoke to last week who are here. They have picks each. They're going to be picking through this ice. Now, the first person who can cleanly get their hands on that golden plug is heading to Antarctica, which is...
No, the Arctic.
Oh, the Arctic, sorry, yeah. The wrong
spot.
one. That would be so awkward if you got sent into the wrong side of the globe. Kelly, this is huge. Do you have a bit of a game plan?
Huge. I have been practicing, I must admit. Yeah.
What, like on ice at home?
Yes.
Oh, really?
I've been freezing ice at home.
What were you using to pick at it?
Ice cream containers and a screwdriver.
That's amazing.
Wow, okay.
Well, remember, also, plot twist, you only get 10 seconds at a time. So we will be going through everybody and you'll just get your designated 10 seconds and then we move on to the next person and then whoever's left.
Harlem, have you been training as well?
No, I did some research on YouTube, but the picks are not anything that I've seen before.
You were thinking like an actual ice pick, hey? This is more like, you know, on a bus when you need to like pull the hammer out and smash the window. That's pretty much the size of these picks. So you could be picking hiking for a while. What about you, Loz? Have you ever been to the Arctic before?
No, I haven't.
Oh, okay, so this would be a first time. I think it's the first time for most
This is the
people.
first time, yep, absolutely.
And do you have a game plan? Are you going to be playing dirty at all? Are you going to be like spitting on the ice to try and melt it or something like that?
Good idea, actually.
Yeah.
No.
Well, no, actually, no one can wee on the ice. Let's just say that now, okay? That will speed the process up, but you will be disqualified if you do any of that. What about you, Kayla? Have you been dreaming of this moment? I mean, this is obviously an incredible trip.
I have been manifesting, yes,
Yep.
absolutely, all weekend, and I also tried to do some research, but same thing.
You were thinking,
Yeah.
epic. Okay, fair enough. Well, the way it's going to work is everyone's got 10 seconds each, and then we're going to swap over. I think we're going to be at this for a little while because this is a thick block of ice, Belle.
We can also go to a song if we need to. And just to reiterate as well, Arctic is coming to IMAX cinemas, and to celebrate, we're giving away this life-changing trip to the Arctic. You can journey to the top of the globe and win this trip thanks to IMAX Melbourne, Quark Expeditions and Finnair.
Okay, well, look, we have just pulled a name out of a hat. Harlem is up first, so we're going to get everyone to line up to the side of Harlem here. Loz, Kayla, Kelly, come on up. We're actually live on the Ben Lehman Bell Instagram right now as well, if you want to watch this. This is for 2 flights, spending money, the whole works, for 10 days on the Spitsbergen Explorer, a trip to the Arctic. It's incredible. Look, I don't think you're going to be able to get it done in the first 10 seconds, Harlem. You're probably going to have a few goes at this.
Give it a go.
But without further ado, let's start the timer now. Okay, Harlem's chipping away. Oh, wow, he's going for like a Woody the Woodpecker type approach. And that is...
3, 2, 1, and change.
First swap. Kayla's in. Whoa! Kayla's just smacking through that ice. Gee whiz! This is insane. Kayla's taking
All right,
hunks
Kelly,
off of it.
Kelly, you're up. Oh, faster approach.
Going all over. A little bit like Harlem.
Now, I should mention I'm in the studio still, but I'm just listening, but I can hear the different paces. Sounds like another
Loz,
woodpecker.
all right, Loz is up.
Loz is going for the scrape.
All right, 3, 2, 1, change. Harlem, you're up again.
All right, look, I'm gonna go to a song. When we come back, we'll see how far through the ice they have gotten.
And change.
You're on Nova with Ben Lehman Bell, giving away a trip to the Arctic. Oh my gosh! You're on Nova with Ben Lehman Bell. I've got to cut the song short. Lehman Bell, what happened? What happened?
my God! So we're doing a competition of ice pick for Arctic, trying to smash through the ice to see who can get their hands on the golden ticket. And look, we thought we were probably another 10 minutes away, but then Kelly, who is a descendant of 4, I believe, just used a small pick like a giant sledgehammer and just, dude, look on the Ben Lehman Bell live stream if you want, just absolutely dominated a big chunk of ice into, oh my God, 3 pieces.
Split completely down the middle.
Kelly, how are you feeling?
Amazing.
You're out
Thank
of
you
breath.
I am out of breath. That was hard work.
Has this sunk in yet? You are going to the Arctic.
Oh, thank you so much, Nova.
You've got a 10-day cruise. You'll be seeing all the beautiful wildlife, northern lights, everything.
Thank you so much. That's
Kelly,
amazing.
Who are you going to be taking on the Spitsbergen Explorer with you?
I'll be taking my husband.
Oh,
yeah.
amazing.
So Jay, my husband, will be coming with me. So, yeah. Amazing.
How good is that? How good is that?
Mum's a bit excited
Is that,
down there.
so is that who's that? Is that Mum down there?
Mum down there.
Oh,
yeah.
she's just run away.
I can hear Mum in the background going, oh my God. It's like was she just watching it on the live stream? She was just there.
Watching it over
oh my God.
Well, she's just heard that you're not taking her, so I think she's just left.
Yeah, that's why she's gone. She's gone home. You can take the tram home there,
gosh.
Kelly. Well done. What did you? I actually missed the moment myself because we were in a song. So what? I mean, everyone was going through different approaches. I mean, Kayla was swinging hard. I feel like her knuckles might be bleeding at the moment. She was
broke my finger.
yes, basically punching the ice with the with the pick on board. What did you? When it went, what did you do? Just a big hard one
I
down the
just
middle.
did a big one and it just split in half and then
Exploded.
Yeah.
Oh well, it was meant to be. Well, you best pack your bags because pack something warm. Okay, I heard it's pretty cold up there.
Warm jacket. Yep.
That
Thank you so much.
From
Oh my
here
gosh,
in the studio, that sounded unbelievable. It was during Major Lazer while it was playing. You've got to watch the live stream on Instagram, Ben Lehman Bell, because it sounded like a mighty crack. Like the whole thing kind of split open. That's very dramatic. And remember, this is all thanks to IMAX Melbourne, Quark Expeditions and Finnair. That was 2 return flights, 10 days on board the Spitsbergen, $1,000 spending money. That was incredible.
It was, Ben. And I always find it's the best moment when a listener wins during the song when no one else can hear it as well. I think we really nailed that. So that was nice. Yeah,
I'll give you. It was dramatic because we pulled the song down. There was a lot of screaming. Look, if you didn't win the
Should have
trip,
been there.
if you didn't win the trip, make sure you go and watch it though. Arctic. It's coming to IMAX cinemas. Amazing stuff. Let's check your roads, Melbourne. Wild time.
For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.